Good morning and welcome to PureStretch. We are going to be starting down on our mats, which is why I'm down here. We have got a slightly different setup. You've got a wider view, and we are going to be shutting doors and making it all neat and tidy in just a second. You want to shut the door? Say goodbye to Andy. He's my techno team. Yay! That's it. Shut the door. Bye. Okay, so we have changed the technology because we want to make sure that you've got a better view of me and a better sound. So what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be wearing a head mic, which I wasn't doing before, but it should hopefully mean the sound is better for you and your view of what I'm doing is better. We were aware of the limitations using the iPad. So just before the session starts, make sure you've collected together the equipment that you're going to need. You're going to need a mat to lie on. You're going to need your ball if you've got one, and a yoga band for some stretching. This is a 30-minute pure stretch session. Always work within your own pain-free range, and you're joining in at your own risk. So I am going to just pop the music on and we're going to start sitting on our mat. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start lying on our mat, and we are going to rest our shoulders back, have our legs bent, and just get ourselves in a lovely comfortable position. We want to straight line ankles, knees and hips, shoulders nice and relaxed. Make sure your hips are in neutral, so just rock the hips forwards and back and pause halfway. That's a neutral pelvis. Natural curves in your back. Didn't need that. Okay, so as you're lying here, just going to be comfortable. That's it, relax the shoulders. That's it. So let's just think about our breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Fantastic. Okay, so you're going to bring your right knee in towards the chest and just gently straighten that leg and circle the foot. Circle it in one direction and back the other way. Excellent. Pause and then point and flex. So we're just warming up that ankle. Excellent. Then relax that foot. Bring the knee in towards the chest. You're going to straighten it, bend it and take it forwards into a little can-can. Hover the foot, bring it back in and straighten. Bend and take it forwards. Draw it in and straighten. Bend and bring it forwards. You've got 4 of those and lower that foot down. Now bring your other knee in towards your chest and straighten the leg up. Circle the foot round. Back the other way. Set, then you're going to point and flex the foot, warming up the ankles and that calf muscles. Set, gently pause with the gently pointed foot. Bring the knee in, extend it forward, hover, back in and straighten. Set. We've got 2 more to do. So we're doing 4 of those. And lower that foot down. Bring one knee and then the second in towards your chest. Put your hands behind your knees and do your frog's legs. Drawing the knees in. If you want to keep it smaller, keep the toes together. So we're going to do about 6 in one direction. And then pause and 6 away. Back the other way. So really warming up these hips nicely. Lower the feet down. Have your hands just away, arms away from the body. Really connect with these core muscles and just gently take the knees to one side. To the center, down the second side. Keep your shoulders glued to the floor. That's it, one more time. Take the knees over. Keeping the feet together. To the center and down the second side. shoulders and just push yourself up to sitting. Okay, let's warm up our shoulders. So just going to gently roll the shoulders and keep the shoulders relaxed and down, and just have that lovely awareness of your core muscles, like you've got that little belt around your middle, just tightened up to 3 out of 10. So we're going to do about 4 rolls backwards and then some rolls forwards. We're just having a sneaky look to see how many of the dogs have sneaked in to join me. We've only got a filly again. He's the easy one that usually stays first. Okay, hands in front. Let's just conduct our own orchestra to warm up those wrists. Excellent. Okay, let's just do some circles. Round and again. Cross and round. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back the other way. So wide and across, wide and across, wide and across, wide. Let's do 4 more. Wide and across. 2 more. Fantastic. And then relax. We've got these legs at the front. Let's just gently lift and lower these knees. That's it. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to sit in a lunge position. So if you've got tight hamstrings, you might want to sit on a block or a firm cushion at this point. I'll just get a block to show you. So this is a type of block you might want to sit on if you've got tight hamstrings. It just slightly lifts you up. Brilliant. So we're going to take our legs into that V position, into a lunge position. So we have got, so I'm all wired up, it's all feeling a bit peculiar. Okay, I can do this. I can. Okay, we've got knees up, we've got feet up. We're sitting tall, we've got those natural curves in our back. Okay. So all we're going to do first is we're going to keep the back nice and long, gently lean forward, moving from the hips. Many of us won't go very far, and gently walk back. Keep the back long, you're moving from the hips. Again, gently leaning forwards and coming back. Let's turn. Creep the hands towards that foot, moving from the hips. Come to the center, turn, and creep it forwards. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to bring this foot in and take that foot back. We want to try and sit up as upright as we can. Okay, we're going to put the hand at the side and we're going to stretch up and stretch in. So lovely, strong, long arm. Lower the hips down, put the hand here, stretch up and stretch over. Try and have the elbow by the ear if you can. This for me is my stiffer side. So swap again, so hand down and stretch over. Again, over we go. Well done. So we're going to take those legs back into that lunge position, take them to the front and give them a wiggle, then into our lunge position, okay? And as I say, we're moving from the hip forwards, we're not bending particularly. Okay, so we're going to stir porridge. We're going to hold on to our spoon. We've got knees up and feet up. We're just going to stir round. Back is long as we stir around. We're going to do 4 stirs in that direction. One direction before we go back the other way. Fantastic. Stir it round. Excellent. Now this time, this foot comes in and the other foot comes back. Okay. I turn the back foot up so that the sole is up towards the ceiling. Hips on the floor. Okay. If your knees don't like this position, have your legs to the front and then do your side stretch. Hand here, stretch up, lift up, elbow by the ear, chest as forward as we stretch over. lower the hips down, hand at the side, stretch up and stretch over. Oh, that's a stiff one for me. Again, swap hand at the sides, lift up and stretch over. Brilliant. Last time, stretch over, elbow by the ear, reaching. Excellent. And come up. Brilliant. Bring those legs to the front. So we're going to find our green ball now. If you haven't got one and you want one, drop me an email and I can post one to you. They come flat, but they come with a bung and a straw, and they're very easy to blow up. And they come with spare bungs as well, so that's handy. So we're going to have the ball under our bottom, and we're going to do a lovely bit of core work, as well as stretching our hips and our inner and outer thighs. So when we get on the ball, all these exercises can be done with or without the ball. What you're going to do, you're going to be down the bottom third of your mat. Oopsie, that's it. Put it in your back and you reverse onto it. Now it should be really comfortable, okay? It should be under your bottom. If it gives you even the slightest bit of backache, we don't use it, okay? Shoulders relaxed. Now beginner's arms, they would be out wide. Otherwise we have them down by our side, okay? So just take a few moments to check that that ball is central, it's comfortable, and your shoulders are relaxed, and you've got a lovely awareness of these core muscles. Think 3 out of 10 on that belt. Okay, so let's just start. We're going to lift the right knee, lift the left knee, and straighten the legs up, okay? So as I said, the arms can be wide if that makes you feel safer, or down by your sides if you want to work a bit harder. And we're going to do some gentle cycling. So we're looking at the nice straight line, ankles, knee and hip, in a straight line as we're cycling. And then we could take the cycling legs just a little bit further away, and that's going to feel harder. If you need to, bring them straight up. Otherwise, take them a little bit further away. So we go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pause. And cycle back the other way. So just take it slowly. So you've got the nice alignment of the legs, it's a nice straight line, and you're working in that opposite direction now. You can have the legs straight up, or take them slightly further away from you, and you should be feeling this in the front of your tummy, in your core. That's it. So let's count our 6. So we're going to go 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's take one foot down, followed by the second. So just have a little breather. Make sure you're comfortable if you're using the ball. That's it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take one knee up, followed by the second, and take the legs up. Okay. So we're going to take the legs to tabletop. That's when we have the knees over the hip and the shins parallel to the floor. And all we're going to do is really connect with these core muscles. Breathe in, and as we breathe out, just straighten one leg to 45 and then bring it back home. Okay, breathe in. As you breathe out, straighten that leg just to 45 and bring it back in. And as I say, if you haven't got a ball, you can do the exact same exercise with your bottom on the floor. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. So we might do 4 more. So we're going to do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and take the feet down. And to remove the ball, we're just going to gently push the hips up towards the ceiling, release the pressure on the ball and roll it out. You can bring your knees in towards your chest, cross the feet at the ankles, and gently circle the knees round in one direction, massaging your lower back on the floor, and then back the other way. Okay, come to center, uncross the feet, cross them the other way, and gently circle round in both directions. Excellent. Okay, we're going to take the feet to the floor. Okay, so we're going to come up and we're going to be on our elbows. Now, in our Thursday class last week, we did a lovely hip stretch. We're going to have a little go at doing that today. So we're going to be doing that can that we did in the warm-up, but this time we're on our elbows. You can be flat if you need to be. So let's start with the right leg. Bring the right knee in, straighten, bend and extend. We're just going to do 4 of these, so 2 more. And 1 more. And then we're going to land that foot, this foot on the right foot on the left knee. That's it. So what we're going to do, we're going to push ourselves up. Now this foot comes flat to the floor. Okay. Sit square on your bottom if you can, and just get used to it. And then we're going to stretch. Just gently inch forwards and back. So a lovely upright long back, stretching forwards. 5. Well done. Stay here if you can. Hand here and stretch over. Hand on the other side, stretch over. Excellent. Okay, so we're now going to come back to that position. Elbows under shoulders, right foot on left knee. Okay, so slightly push this knee away and you're going to lift that foot, okay? I point it, we're going to push away. 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Did you feel that? Good, because we're going to do 4 more. Okay? So keep the right knee away and you're going to lift that left, bring the left knee in towards the chest and push. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, take that foot down. So now we're going to do the can on the other leg. I'll just move my mat so you can see. So you're now going to be on your left side. Bring the left knee in, straighten, bend and extend. Lovely. And 1 more. Okay, so now this left foot lands on the right knee. I'm going to have to turn so you can see. I'm going to come up and then go onto that side. Okay, foot flat on the floor, bottom on the floor, looking forward. And to begin with, we just inch forwards and back. Arms in front, stretching. Oh, lovely long back. You should be feeling a really good stretch in your hips. Hopefully your ankle's actually on your mat, so you haven't got to feel the hard floor. 6 of those lovely reaches. Excellent. Then we put the hand at the side and we stretched over. Swap sides, stretch over. Brilliant. Change sides. Bottom firmly on the floor. Then we came back onto our bottom, keeping that left foot on the right knee. Now, make sure your straight line, ankle, knee and hip, we're in a straight line on the right side. Chest is lifted, draw it in. Okay, so we just did 2 lots of 4, didn't we? We went 4, 3, 2, and 1, and a little pause. So this is kind of working your core as well. Okay, bring that knee in to push away. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, just take the feet down, have a short rest. Then we'll do a bit more work. So arms above the head, big just think that's nice. Excellent. Okay, so we're now going to put hands by our shoulders, come up to sitting. And we've got the legs bent. Okay, so we're going to just do a little bit more core work now. We want to maintain a fairly nice, strong V shape. Okay, legs bent. This is the V I'm talking about, so that's it. So what we're going to do first, we are going to take the hands behind this right leg and take the leg up to tabletop. Okay, sitting nice and tall. All right, all I'm going to do is just sit back and come up to sitting. Just it's a little sit, a little lean, and to come back up. Okay, and we're going to do that 6 times. We're going to go 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Pause. Okay, so we're going to do 6 more on the same leg. If you wanted to work harder, you would just let go. Okay, so we're here. Okay, we're going to sit back. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and relax. Onto the second side. Okay, so we are going to have the hands behind the left knee. Okay, this leg's up at tabletop. Sitting nice and tall, tummies in tight. And we're just going to do our little lean back 6 times, holding on. Here we go. So we're going to lean back 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and pause. So just one more lot of 6 if you're up for it. Okay. So we can have this leg at tabletop. Hold on or not, up to you. Tummy's in and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and rest and stretch forward. Ooh, I felt that. Right, we are going to have our legs in front of us. Okay, with a lovely shoulder stretch. So the feet are wider than the hips. This hand is stretching across to that foot. So we're heading for the little toes. This hand is at the side. We're gently leaning forward, pushing down with the foot at the same time as we pull up with this hand. And if you lengthen your legs because your arms are long enough, that will give you a bigger stretch. You've got to be able to reach. Okay, so push that right foot down as the left hand does its level best to pull it up. And this will give you a lovely stretch in your shoulder. Okay, gently let go, swap sides. So we're stretching across to the outer toes, this hand at the side. Push down with the foot, pull up with the hand. Excellent, and gently come up. So we are going to go down onto our tummy next. So I'm just going to move my mat. Okay, so we're going to go down onto the mat and we're going to make a diamond shape, elbows wide, fingertips together, and we're just going to really connect with those core muscles and just lift the head, neck and shoulders up and gently lower down. Again, working within a pain-free range for you. So we're going to come down, make that little diamond, elbows out, elbows wide, tummies in tight, and we're just going to lift and we're going to gently lower. Again, we're going to lift up. Looking down to the mat. Our gaze can be our fingers. Just we want that head and neck in line with the spine. We're lifting up. And we're lowering down. So this extension, this is the movement is called extension. It's very good for our back. Make sure as you're lifted, your chest is lifted off the mat. It's easy to sink at the shoulders, we don't want that. Take the elbows out wide and come up again. If if you're able to, we're going to bring in a little leg bend. We're going to draw the heel towards the bottom and then straighten the leg. Keep the chest lifted from the mat, other leg. Bring the heel in and straighten. One more time, heel in and straighten. Heel in and straighten. Well done. And lower the back down. Put the hands by the shoulders, push yourself back. Toes together, knees apart, just gently stretch forward. So we're going to lie on our side for our quad stretch. So lower arm is out straight. Hip stack, top leg is lovely and straight. Bring that top heel towards the bottom. Push the hips forward for a bigger stretch, or lift that bottom foot if you want to. So you should be feeling the stretch on the front of the bent leg. Excellent. Lower that bottom foot and stretch that top leg. Put the hands here, gently push yourself up to sitting. You're going to turn around your mat and do it on the other side. Lower arm out straight, hip stacked, that's it. Bring that top heel towards the bottom. Lift that bottom foot if you want to. Give it a wiggle. We're going to go onto our back now, having found the band. That's it. So we're going to lower ourselves down. Put the band around the right foot, straighten that right leg up. Stretch up, one wrap around each hand. And start with that leg as comfortably straight as you can manage. Your resting leg can be bent up or straight, your choice, but keep this leg as comfortably straight as you can manage. The foot is flexed, the toes are down. Breathe in, as you breathe out, just draw that in. Take it away as you breathe in, and breathe out. So there's a lovely stretch going on down the back of your leg, and your knee, and your calf. So we'll just do 4 of these. Then lower. Now if you've got a band, you can move on to doing friend join to the party for your glute stretch. So that is when you keep the band around the right foot and the left crosses at the ankle, both straight, both flexed, and that you keep both legs straight and you breathe in and you breathe out. So that's a lovely glute stretch if you've got a band, and you can carry on and do 4 of those. If you don't have a band, put the right foot on the left knee, put the hands behind that left knee and draw that leg in. And this will give you a lovely glute stretch as well. You can choose, does this leg want to be bent or straight? You breathe in at the top and breathe out. Should be feeling a lovely stretch down the right buttock, doing this one. And take the legs to the floor. So we now put the band round the left foot. Straighten the left leg up. 1 wrap round each hand. Settle the shoulders. Breathe in as you breathe out. Draw that leg in, keeping the length behind the knee. we've got a nice straight line going on, ankle, knee and hip. Take it away to breathe in and you're doing 4 of those. Elbows gently in at the waist, no tension in the shoulders or wrists. Then, if you've got your band, you can do friend joins the party, yeah, or lower that foot down, left foot onto right knee, hands behind that right knee, breathe in and breathe out as you draw in. Just make sure your hips remain in the middle, okay? Avoid leaning side to side. Breathing in as you take the legs away, breathing out as you draw in. Feel that beautiful stretch. Excellent. Then gently take the feet down. Okay. And wiggle your fingers. So the feet are now on the floor. Put your hands by your shoulders and gently push yourself up to sitting. We're just going to give these shoulders a little bit of a stretch. Take one arm forward and across the body. It would be so helpful if you could feedback how you found. Could you see me? Could you hear me? Could you hear the music? It would be so good to hear, because obviously when you're using new technology, it's your feedback is vital. Little shift, take the other one in front and across the body. Excellent. Okay, so big breath in as we stretch up. Breathe out as you bring the arms down. One more time, breath in. Breathe out. And give yourself that massive round of applause. Woohoo! Thank you for joining me this morning, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye bye.